going on, y'all? I'm back again. We on Elite, elegantly living, and today, effortlessly. And I'm here with another guest for y'all, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
I am Louis YK, and I am a children's book author and poet here in Arlington, Texas.
Okay. So I did my research on you, and I definitely got some questions. Yeah, I was up all night getting these questions together.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, this is blind questions now.
Oh yeah. This blind.
These are blind questions, so just bear with me if I start to stumble a little bit.
Oh no, everything gonna be all right.
Okay, great.
Okay, so the first question is, what age did you begin to write at?
I've always written as early as I can remember. Just
Okay.
started out with 1, 2 word poems about the things that I saw around me. So I'm going to say probably about 7 or 8 is
Oh,
when I
okay.
started to see that I was just writing about anything. It didn't even matter what it was.
Right,
So
okay.
short stories about just if I saw two frogs playing uh, around where we live, I wrote stories about that. And
Oh yeah.
and subsequently, I also created a song by the name of I Count, which will be coming out. And that kind of reminded me of the two little frogs that I saw sitting on the log. So,
Right. Oh, so you say you can even write about anything, huh?
I can write about anything. And I've also created music that goes along. Not only am I a writer and a poet, I also create music that goes along with my
Oh, okay.
stories as well. So,
Oh
yes.
yeah, I see. I didn't even know that part. I'm learning something. So, at what at what age was it? Not even age. Like, what moment did you decide? Like, okay, I'm about to take this serious, and I want to be an author now. Like, full
Uh,
blown.
I honestly, I fell into it. It was by circumstance that I found myself becoming an author.
Okay.
I was going through a divorce, and while I had found employment, I got hurt on the job. And because I got hurt on the job, it was a serious injury,
Okay.
which altered my career path. So, and since I was uh, permanently disabled after that, that's when I needed something that I can
Oh,
do
okay.
that would fit into my disability. And my
Right.
children encouraged me, why don't you pursue your writing professionally? And
Oh,
that's how I
okay.
did. And that was back in 2013 when I was actually injured on the job. So,
Right.
and it took me several years to gather the confidence to go ahead and just believe in myself. Your children and your family will always say, "Yeah, you can do it,"
Right. Oh
knowing that I
yeah.
can't carry a tune, but but your family will encourage you.
Oh,
But
definitely. The
but I
right
did
family.
the right family, yeah. So, but I got encouragement because I started to share my writings, and people was like, I really
Right.
like your stories.
It gave you the confidence.
Yes, it did. So I that was in 2013. I was injured, and then 2018 and 19. That's when started my company.
Okay.
So I went through the whole process of starting my company, which is Louis YK Enterprises.
And you said 2018 and 19?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, it really there was a lot of things going on in that time, so I had
Definitely.
to one believe in myself. I had the support of my children, but nothing works if you don't have that self confidence
Right,
yourself.
exactly. So around that time, that was pretty close to COVID, right?
It
Right.
was, it was. So uh, I started the business, and then uh, I originally thought that I would find a literary agent to publish my works, but then I was turned down because they said my stories didn't fit into what they were looking for.
Okay.
So again, I believed in my stories, and I believed in what I was doing or the message of my stories, which is All These Hands, A Day in the Life of Aaron Lee. And it just takes children's everyday moments and it just shows the beauty of family, of a healthy family relationship.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So, would you say that COVID was a good time? Well, not a good time, but would you say that you benefited from that time? Or would you say that it kind of put a pause on everything?
Not for me. I think it really focused me because during that time, my family and I, we were healing. So
Okay.
I welcomed
Oh, yeah, that's
the
good.
time that we could stay at home together. They still did their schoolwork, so that was not an issue there.
Exactly.
But we welcomed that time. So that strengthened my family. So
Okay. Well, that's good
so
that
that
you
was
were
the
able to
support.
use that time.
So again, because I don't take everything as being bad, I'm able to see the beauty in all experiences.
Right. That's great. That's how I am too.
Okay.
No
well,
matter what's going on, I always try to find the good in it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
What are some challenges that you face?
Resources.
Oh, yeah.
Resources. Being an independent author and founding my business and learning the business was the biggest challenge.
Okay.
Because you can do the research, and there is so much information out there.
Right.
It's an information overload. So without the guidance, I made a lot of mistakes
Okay.
early on in the business because originally writing is my passion, but it's not my professional background.
Right. Okay.
My professional background at that time was in nursing. So again, with my injury, it was just like a 180. So I had to figure out what it is that I'm going to do. And then once I felt that this was an opportunity for me,
Right.
that this was the time, that's the only reason why I was injured. So I would pursue my writing career.
So everything happens for a reason.
Yes,
Exactly.
it does. It does. It does. And that's how I took it.
Exactly.
So keeping that in mind, that's how I looked at every situation. I looked at every setback as an opportunity to get better.
Right.
Because during that time, I was looking for an illustrator, and my illustrator is Nicholas Milano, and he lives in Argentina. So I just did a Facebook post. I am a new author looking for an illustrator, and he found my post. So there was a couple of people that found my post. So, and I submitted a picture of my daughter Erin for them to illustrate.
Okay.
And based on that illustration is how I would hire them.
Right.
And
okay.
He nailed it. I asked for just a 5-minute sketch because I didn't want for them to put a lot of time into
Right.
it, and it still not be what I was looking for, because
Exactly.
I was looking for a more realistic effect when it came to the book, because it is definitely about our family values, and I wanted it to be a representation of us. So I asked him not only to illustrate my daughter, Erin, she's the full character, but also to illustrate my family into it.
Right.
The book is called All These Hands. So you get to see our hands in the book, guiding and caring for her, do her daily interactions, from her morning songs to our family's nighttime rituals.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. And everything in this book is actually, it's real life stuff, huh?
It is. And here is
show us the book.
the copy of All These Hands, A Day in the Life of Erin Lee. Now, at this time, this is the current version, but I am updating the book to include a new subtitle, which is The Everyday Moments of a Child's Life.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's good.
So, So, this is I submitted a picture, and he did a 5-minute sketch, nailed my daughter.
So he did. Oh, yeah. I like that.
You like that? Thank you.
And can you tell us, where can we find your books?
Well, I am a self-published author, and you can find these books at my website, which is LYK Shops, LYKESHOPS shops.com.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We will also just flip through. Here, go ahead and just flip
Right.
through the book and ask any questions you
Okay.
like. Again, this book features two songs. We have the Good Morning song, which sets the expectations of the day, and we have the Potty Time song, helps eliminate anxieties during potty training.
Right.
And the Potty Time song is available on all streaming platforms. We have our remix. Our remix version is available on all streaming platforms, but the Potty Time, the original verse of the Potty Time song, is only on YouTube.
That's y'all not playing, huh?
Well, I am not playing. I am not playing. Streaming services change because the original song is only like 30, 40 seconds long because it's
Okay.
just a little jingle. That's what I use to help my daughter to potty train. And it made, instead of it being stressful from going
Right.
from diapers to actually potty training, it helped ease her anxiety. It made potty time training fun and easy. It has
Oh
rhythm,
yeah.
it counts, and it has potty time etiquette as well.
And you said that song is actually on all platforms?
It is. The Potty Time remix is on all streaming platforms, and the Potty Time song is only found at YouTube. Only found at YouTube. At Storytime with Aaron Lee is our handle across all social media platforms.
Okay. So that'll be good. So you continue to write a lot of music as well?
Well, I write and I also perform my poetry, where I record videos for my poetry as well. So yes.
Oh, okay.
So subsequently, I end up with the music label, not knowing that
Right.
by having my Potty Time song and recording my poetry, landed me with a record label.
Right, I see. No,
So
that's
again,
great.
so please stream, please download, and put it on repeat, okay? Because all those little chochos, they add up.
Right.
They add up. So and that helps me continue to create and produce beautiful works of art.
I see.
Thank you. And here comes the Potty Time song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in the updated version on the Potty Time song, I will have a QR code so you can just scan it with your phone and just sing along, because most people wouldn't get the tune of the song. So that was one of the suggestions that I got, was to add a QR code that will link directly to the song so they can play it along as they read the book. So yes.
So I see that you are an animal lover as well, huh?
Yes, we are. Well, I am a quail mama for sure. If you were to call me, my cell phone will have quail sounds because I love quail, and our dog is a wak wak.
Right, okay.
So he recently passed several years back, and we're still loving. Rotties are our favorite animal.
Oh yeah, I seen them on here too in the first couple pages.
Yes. So we have in loving memory of our little puppy, Elmo.
Okay. So I see that it's not only children's books.
No, we don't only service children. We also empower women through our literacy, through our literature. Our motto is restoration through literature. Not only do we encompass children, but we also empower women through our literature. And that leads into my poetry books, which is The Lessons of Life Through Poetry. It takes readers, yes, it takes readers through the life choices and challenges, and it shows like resilience through life challenges as a woman. So it deals with domestic violence, sexual abuse to youths. I myself was abused as a child, not by one, but of many. And one of the poems that there's two that it just my favorite. One is called Acceptance, and the other one is The Unsent Letter.
Okay.
Are my favorites.
You said it's called The Unsent Letter?
Yes. The unsent letter is here if you want to take a brief look at it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Okay.
And in this book right here, this book is called I've Been Called to Survive, a practical guide for survivors of domestic violence.
Okay.
So in this book, you get to recognize how covert abuse is, including emotional, financial, spiritual, and psychological manipulation. Then we have safety planning checklists, how to document your injuries in the events that the systems fail you. Because I was failed, and that's the reason why I had the forethought to write a book, because
Okay.
it is this book started out as a speech. I've been called a thief's redemption. And it basically goes through the form of me taking back my control, taking back my identity, because I've been called a liar and a thief and a crook. And in this speech, I tell you why all of that is true.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So in this book right here.
Now, the speech spawned this book, I've Been Called to Survive, a practical guide for survivors of domestic violence.
Okay.
Because it was just so much information that I could only put into a 45-minute speech. But then again, I was led to write this book.
Right, okay.
And as that, I would like to just share with you.
Please.
Why. There's a little passage in here on why I wrote it. I've Been Called is a speech I have not been commissioned to give, not on a grand stage or before crowds, but I have spoken it countless times to my own reflection. When I needed to remind myself of who I am. This calling did not come through titles, diplomas, or men's permissions. It came from my Father of heaven and earth, who qualified me in the spirit when no one else would. When I asked to choose between life or death, my spirit chose life, because my conscious mind can be corrupted, penetrated by lies, while the spirit comprehends what the eyes cannot see. This book carries the heart of that speech, a testimony in ink, until the day my voice is called to deliver it out loud. Inside are truths I wish someone had handed me when I stood alone. How to see covert abuse, how to protect what they try to erase, how to stand firm when systems fails, how to leave and not look back. May these words remind you, truth buried does not die, it multiplies. You have been called to survive. You do not stand alone. Sincerely, Louis Y.K.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
And I was about to ask you, like, what you work on, like a biography, but really these are like parts of you all in one.
They are me.
Right.
They are me. And they cover a multitude of life experiences, from a woman's desire. Because being in my abuse didn't happen overnight. The thing about abuse, it happens in your childhood. I learned that I was groomed a long time ago, which made me susceptible to the prowess of my husband's to ability to manipulate.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, in my books, I do show you how your childhood injuries do bleed over into your adult world.
So do you feel like you overcame everything that happened in your past?
It's always, I'm a work in progress. I will never be completed until the day the Father calls me home.
Right.
Then I know my work is done.
Right. So do you forgive the people who have abused you?
I don't forgive my enemies, but for myself, I forgive myself.
Right.
Because people, they grow up, they move, they die off, but what stays with you is me. What stays with me is my self-image of me, what I do and what I have done, was forgiving myself, because my first relationship was with my abuser. That was really hard for me to reconcile with myself, that my abusers were like my first boyfriends. They were um, my first relationship. So the things, and I had to unlearn those practices. I didn't see myself as valuable, and at that when I grew up, uh, we were heavily in church, and I felt church shame. I felt ashamed because my virginity was taken away from me. And how does the Bible look at a person like me whose virginity was taken? I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel worthy to be in the Father's presence because of the things that was done to me, the things that I had to do. It was just I felt, and it still uh, brings chills to me, because I know this is still going on today. So, and I thank you for the opportunity to share my story.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Because I know, like this story would definitely motivate many people. It might even, some abusers might even see it like, oh yeah, I might need to change my ways.
Oh my goodness! In my speech, I've been called a thief's redemption. I do speak directly to the abusers, because when I do give my speech and when I am called to be on stage, not only are the victims, but the perpetrators are also be in the audience.
Oh, okay.
I know it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh-wee.
Yes.
That's going to be real. So have you
and I'm looking forward.
Right. So have you ever thought about putting some of this stuff like on film as well?
Yes. One of the things I wanted to do was just take a book, because the poetry book, Some Lessons of Life Through Poetry, is a 4-part series.
Okay.
Spring, summer, fall, and winter. And just starting from the beginning, just taking spring and going through the books and bringing those poems, those narrative writings to life.
Right, okay.
Yes.
And which one do you feel like is the best season? Or do they all have their pros and cons?
They do. The only one that I have released right now is Some Lessons of Life Through Spring. Some Lessons of Life Through Poetry Spring, Volume 1, Poems and Narrative Writings. And I'm going to... It would be kind of hard to say which one would be... what I can say, a lot of the subjects will make you blush, would make you be like, good Lord. She lived through that? Yes.
Right. Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. I lived through that. Not only did I live through it, but I survived it.
Exactly.
So, and again, I know that it was not by my power nor by my strength. I was called out of the darkness.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, because a lot of women that are in domestic violence situations, they fail in leaving because they didn't start with the plan. They let their emotions get the most of them, and we create habits which our abusers recognize, and they learn to play that tune to with their anger, manipulate you to feeling like you can't live without them. And it's one of those things that if it's not a higher power, you won't get out of it. If you're not called to survive, because I do know that it wasn't unto death for me. It wouldn't be to my death.
You said you had refused to go out like that, I see.
No, actually, I was given a choice. And it's just like I'm speaking to you. I heard a voice says, choose you this day who you gonna serve, life or death.
Right.
It wasn't like rainbows and butterflies. Oh, I have a little bee. Around the queens. Okay. Of who you gonna serve. choose ye this day who you're going to serve, life or death. Because, again, my consciousness was so uh, inept to deal with the situation that I was doing. It was my spirit that stood before the throne and was judged. And my spirit chose life because my consciousness was filled with the things that my eyes saw, which took precedence over my conscious, which penetrated my consciousness. So I don't trust my consciousness, but I do trust my spirit to always fight for me because my spirit is connected with the Father.
I like that.
So again, most women fail, or most women die in their abuse because they are given a choice. It is my opinion that we are given a choice. Now, if you choose to defend your abusers, then you're choosing death.
Right.
That's just my opinion, and that's how I received that message.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And how did you find peace through all of this, like at the time?
Acceptance.
Right. Okay.
I have a poem by the name of Acceptance, and what I would like to do is just read the last little.
I was hoping you would say that.
Acceptance. Okay. Acceptance is beautiful. It is a cure-all, and it covers all. Acceptance has the power of healing, restoring, forgiving, and surrendering. All of these must be done willingly. Please never forget what you heard in the light when you are covered in darkness. Acceptance paid my debt in full.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that's good. So yes. Acceptance is definitely the key word.
It is. It was one of it was one of the hardest things I had to learn was to accept the things that happened to me, realize that it wasn't unto death, and that I am still worthy in His eyes. Right. Even when the whole world turned their back on me, I was still called a child of the Most High Yah.
Right. Okay. So, yes. So who was your biggest supporter, if any, during this time?
My family, my mother and my grandmother and my sisters. Truth be told, and then just the love and affection of my children. Because not only did he abuse me mentally, physically, emotionally, economically, psychologically, all of the ologies he did, but the most damning part was me is when he tried to have me committed into a mental institution.
To make it seem like you was losing your mind.
Yes, yes. And to the world, I did lose my mind, but I found the Father.
Right.
Because throughout all of the turmoil that I was going with, instead of doing the crying and the weeping and the moaning, I started to have joy. I started to sing when I was given a quarter tank gas ration, singing to the point to where he thought that there was another man supplying me because he would even get into the car and drive on my quarter tank of gas and wonder why the gas was still in the car. Again, there was nothing that I did. I knew that I was under the protection of the Father. So regardless of what he did, I remained in joy.
Right.
When he stopped purchasing food, we did not skip a beat. We didn't skip a beat. And when he would call all kinds of names and do whatever he was doing, again, the Father set me on joy, and I was joyfully in all of this. Now look at this. Hallelujah. So again, I wrapped myself, I comforted myself. My Father came and comforted me. In my time of trouble, I was shown worthy. Again, I had mentioned before that I was under I was having a lot of surgeries, and a lot of things happen. One of them is physical abuse, then the emotional turmoil that came from that, really wrecked my body. And one of the poems I would like to read is called The First Time, if you don't mind.
Okay, oh no, of course not.
Okay. The poem is called First Time. The first time was the last time that lightning struck twice. The first time was the last time that I was struck on the head. The first time was the last time I fell into the wall. The first time was the last time I felt my bowels rip through my flesh. The first time was the last time you put your hands on me. The first time was the last you saw a change in me. This first was the last. That's the end of that.
Oh, okay.
So, because of that, he hit me so hard that I felt my bowels rip through my flesh. He opened up my 2-year-old C-section scar, and miraculously, I didn't fall dead then. But later on, the next day, I ended up being extremely sick. Again, not knowing that I was on death's door at that time. So again, uh, just as oddly as I'm sitting here, the voice said, "Choose you this day of who you're gonna serve."
Oh yeah, thank you for that.
So yes, so I end up spending several days uh, in the hospital. I had my emergency surgery to save my life, to repair the 2 hernias that I received, and things started to just change because, again, I was frozen in my fear, but my spirit spoke for me.
Right.
So I'm very thankful. And I know that when you're called, when there's a calling on your life, no harm. Weapons will form, but they will not prosper.
Right.
So yes.
I had always liked that saying, that scripture. Definitely.
Yes, but it wasn't unto death. So again, most people think when I speak that I sound delusional. No, I just know the Father, and I know
Right.
He's a waymaker.
So would you ever do, or do you do like speaking, like public speaking to others about this?
I had the opportunity here just recently to speak for the centers, the state of the centers here for CTO.
Okay.
So that was my first speaking engagement where my piece that moment, that day, that evening, I should say, was called The Mirror. And basically, I just took a section from a story. I was also in a story time workshop where I had the pleasure of being with this phenomenal woman called Christina Love.
Okay.
And she says, "I'd like for you to speak." So again, based on that, I put together something, and we had an amazing event. So yes,
Oh yeah,
that's
good.
the first of many to come my way.
Right. Okay. So speaking is one thing that you want to continue to do.
Yes, 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 yes. One of the things that I shied away from speaking is because again, proper training. I got into publishing again only by happenstance because of something that happened to me.
Okay.
This, again, it's everything is like reactionary. I didn't plan it.
Right. Exactly.
I honestly thought that I would go into manufacturing because not only am I a writer, but I'm also a designer. So at that time, I thought that I would be doing my design because I had created a toddler bed.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm like, once it hit the market, when it's my turn for that,
Right.
it's going to be fun, amazing, phenomenal project. So
did you say, but God had other plans at the time?
yes, 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 because the manufacturing would have been very strenuous on me, especially after being injured. Not only
Right.
was I injured, but then subsequently I was re-injured in rehab several times. So that just didn't make it feasible for me at that time because I was going to do the work myself.
Right, exactly.
So yes, I was going to do the work myself.
So I asked you, like, where do you find peace mentally So now I'm asking physically, like, where's your like safe space to write? Is it at home, outside, or like where do you normally feel most comfortable to write at?
Wherever I'm called to.
Right. Okay.
So there's no particular space because the world belongs to my Father, and I write wherever I'm called to write.
Right.
At
Okay.
any moment. So today is such a beautiful day.
Right.
So pleasant atmosphere. I have a handsome man beside me. So yay! Thank you
Oh, thank
for
you.
that, for this beautiful interview on this day. So again,
Right. Oh, appreciate
I'm just
it.
very thankful for the Father for this opportunity.
Yeah, me too. Like you said, everything happens for a reason.
It happens for a reason. Yes. Hallelujah.
Okay, now I don't want to keep you all day, but I definitely do want you to tell the people where we can find your work at one more time.
I can be found at LewisYKEnterprises.com. My shop is Like Shops. That's LYKESHOPS.com. That is Like Shops. You can find my children's book there as well. My children's YouTube page is at Storytime with Erin Lee. And Erin Lee is ERYNLEE. Storytime with Erin Lee.
Okay. Y'all know me by now as Eye Finesse, EYE, Finesse. And it's elite, elegantly living, and today, effortlessly. Go get them books. Go check them out.
Thank you. Bye.